We have a linear marketing system. That is linear marketing. What does linear marketing look like? So classic linear marketing looks like this. There is you, and under you is the first level. And usually in classic linear marketing, only you can build your first level. That is, spillovers are very rare. So for there to be spillovers in linear marketing, that is, I've seen something similar, but in reality, it's very rare to come across this. Basically, it's you, and you have your referral link. You start inviting people using your referral link. And in linear marketing, everything stops at the point where you either invite a lot of people to your first line, and they are placed only under you. And in the end, these people don't get any support, and basically your depth doesn't grow. That is, the biggest money in network marketing is found in the depth. In other words, the biggest money is always where the skirt widens. That's always where the most money is. That's exactly why we have the highest income. Yes, it is at the very bottom where the skirt is the widest so that you can have the largest income. Yes, so when in classic linear marketing, there is a large first line, these marketing models die out very quickly. The main reason is that these specific people who join your very first line often find that they don't get any real help from you at all, not even the most basic advice or guidance. So if you decide to have an extremely wide first line, that is actually a very bad option for your business. That is exactly why we have said that we must limit the first line to only 5 people. That is really all there is to it. That is, you can't put more than 5 people in your first line. You just can't. I might have 10, 20, 30, 40, or even 50 people I could invite, but I can't place more than 5 people in this marketing plan. And all the other people spill over from me. And in the same way, I also receive spillovers from above. I receive spillovers from my upline. So it could turn out that I don't invite anyone at all. I don't invite anyone. There is a chain. I'm always part of some chain. Yes, there are 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, for example. Let it be. So this is me, right? I somehow appeared in this marketing system. That is, I appeared in someone's chain, meaning someone registered me. Oh, hello, dear. My hands are itching. Anyway, I somehow lost. But I'm definitely in someone's chain. In someone's chain. I don't know these people above me at all. But at the same time, this person here, for example, received 0.5. This person received 0.5. This person received 0.5. This person received 0.5. This person received 0.5. Yes, let's say. And this person here, let's say, yes, he received $1. Yes, that is, he received $1. Why? Because he was the one who invited me. He invited me into this chain and I registered. Using his referral link, he received $1 out of those $5. He got 50 cents for personally inviting me and another 50 cents because I took a spot in the cell. And this person received $1.50. So all $5 were distributed across 7 levels of depth. That is 51, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5. Yes. So all $5 were distributed among 7 people above. I have no idea who these people above me are, and you don't know them either. But here I am, the one who joined this marketing system. Accordingly, I can receive support. Yes, I can receive support. Yes, that is from all of these people. Yes, so here I am. Let me highlight myself a bit more here. I joined, and while I'm attending presentations, while I'm figuring things out. That is how all of this works. For example, this person can place an overflow into this chain for me and continue it indefinitely. That is, this person can place the next person. And I am already in someone else's chain. I am in this chain accordingly, and I am being helped with spillovers. And the logic is that this person paid $5 and this person paid $5. but I am already here. Yes, that is in the chain that starts going down. Yes. And eventually I start earning. So a person stands here, a person stands here, a person stands here. Yes. That is, they start inviting people. This one invited that one. Yes. So this one invited this one. For example, this one invited this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the chain goes on 6, 7. Yes. So at the 7th level, a person paid $5, right? So if here at the 7th level, a person paid $5, at the 7th level, $5 was paid accordingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so here this person paid $5, right? That means this one will get 0.5, this one will get 0.5, this one will get 0.5, and this one will get $1. Yes, and why is that? Because he invited him. Accordingly, this one will get 0.5, this one will get 0.5, and I will get $1.50, meaning I will receive $1.50. So this is an example where I didn't invite anyone. I've already earned money, yes. So specifically from this chain, I've made a profit. $4.50, yes. So $4.50 is the minimum. That's the absolute minimum you earn. So I earned $4.50 accordingly. But what happens next? So look, here's what happens next. What happens next? My chain is filled up, yes? So that's it, basically. It doesn't go any further for me. Why? Because I only earn from 7 levels deep of depth. But this chain continues further endlessly. People keep helping each other along the way. It keeps going all the way to infinity. Infinity is not the limit, as they say. This chain just keeps going down like a train. And here, everyone helps each other. One person helps this one helps that one. There is always a team of 6 people working to help one person. To close, yes, to close this cell. In other words, the work is always done in mini teams. So this is the format of a single chain. Accordingly, you can have up to 5 such chains, meaning chains that start personally from you. Yes, so what I'm saying is that you can only put 5 people in your first line, only 5 people accordingly. And the logic is that, look, this is me, right? So from me, it continues to the next ones, meaning all my spots are filled. That is, the 7 levels from me are completely filled. Yes, so a new chain starts for me, right? A new chain, and I can also start in this chain to receive spillovers, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can start it myself, or I can receive a spillover into this chain, right? But this chain fills up again, and then for me, it opens up, meaning once this chain is filled up to the 7th level in depth, it continues to expand further. Yes, so once again, an endless process of building the chain is launched so that people work and help each other. So imagine that I invited 3 people, and besides me, other people are also helping them. Yes, so it's great that I invited someone here, right? It might seem like I can't help them anymore. So I invited this person here. I can't help him as a mentor. But he has a mini team, right? That will help him directly. Yes, so these 6 people, they are certainly going to provide him with assistance, contingent upon the specific circumstances they encounter. The connection got blocked. Sometimes, like during a call, the camera can get blocked. So I invited someone, but people still help him. The team still helps. This is important to understand. Accordingly, then I have a third chain appear. The mechanism is exactly the same. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, the chain continues to infinity. But I only earn from 7 levels. Then comes the 4th chain, and again up to the 7th level. And again up to the 7th level. And it continues to infinity again. And finally, the 5th chain. That is finally the 5th chain. It appears for me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it also continues to infinity. So I can have 5 such chains. Accordingly, this is my foundation. That is, this is my foundation on which I stand. What does foundation mean? In other words, these people, essentially, these chains have been set in motion. Each of these people will eventually reach profitability. This means that essentially 90% of people, that is 90% of people, they will renew this marketing for the next month because they won't want to drop out of this chain. I mean, honestly, isn't it silly that I got in here and under me, a chain of 7 people formed? I put in $5 and I got $4.50 back. But at the same time, I see that my mentor has already earned his first $100 this month. So I'm like, okay, I'll renew for another month, and I start watching what he's doing and getting involved. That is, I start to dive deeper into the process and so on, so as not to drop out of this chain accordingly. So that's it. Yes, this is the first stage, the very first stage. Yes. So your main task at this point is to complete it as quickly as possible. This first chain, yes, that's your first stage. Accordingly, the second stage, yes, the second stage. This is when you fill 5 chains. Yes, 5 chains. Meaning these 5 chains start from you, each with 7 levels. This is the second stage, which is already a leadership stage. So the first stage is for beginners, and the second stage is for leaders. When you fill these 5 chains of 7, you personally write to me, I add you to the leadership chat, and we will work out a strategy with you separately. We will explain to you further how it works. At the third stage, a smart placement system operates, which will help you build depth as quickly and efficiently as possible so that you achieve this progression: 25, 125, 625, and so on. This Zoom is not for everyone. In other words, it's only for those who have completed it. We get on a call, work out a personal strategy, and then move on to the next stage accordingly. So what do you need to know about how the smart placement works? That is, when mine is filled like this, the system will automatically continue to place people from me as well. And we will explain why the system places a person here, 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 and here, helping to significantly strengthen things, and so on. But when I reach the second stage, that's when the big money really starts. In other words, I have laid the foundation on which my structure stands. And from there, my income essentially. Yes, so my income basically, if we take, say, time and money, here we have the money scale, and here we have the time scale. And your income will gradually begin to grow in this specific manner, you see. So your income is going to continue growing like this. Why? Because you have this foundation. The logic is that you have 5 people on your first line, 5 people on your first line. But then looking at your second line, you could potentially have 25 people working there. That is to say, on your very own second line, there could definitely be 25 people in total. This maximum capacity means that you yourself have 5 such individual chains, and consequently, on the second line, you will get 25 such chains in your network. And on the third line, 125 such chains appear, and on the fourth line, 625 such chains are launched. You see, this is where people start helping each other. And in the end, yes. So look, here is a person, let's say a strong leader appeared here as well. Well, for example, let's say he appeared here. A strong leader appeared, and he very quickly, yes, also very quickly built 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, that's it. If he set up 5 chains, that means he has at least these 5 chains. But in reality, he might have it like this as well, meaning there could also be depth going on there. But the fundamental logic behind this system is that you earn from every single person that he successfully invites. That is, within your 7 levels, an incredibly vast number of interconnected chains appear deep within your entire organizational structure. Just as you open these 5 chains, the people under you also open theirs in the same way. Yes, first 2 chains, then 3, then 4, then 5. Yes. And in the end, that is from every person, from every single person, whether you invited them or not, it doesn't matter. This person is within your structure, and you start earning from these people. So this is how it works. everyone starts building their own chains deeper and deeper. And the cool thing about this marketing is that we put the biggest income, that is at the 7th level of depth. That's where the biggest money is. And you understand that the essence of our marketing is for people to first build depth, right? So this chain allows you to build depth right away. And accordingly, if this were a classic linear marketing model with a wide first line, a huge one, right? A very wide first line, then you wouldn't be able to reach that depth. But we want you to achieve higher incomes, right? Where the widest part is, that's where the biggest income is, but the marketing is built in depth so that you constantly receive this 7th level on the light plan. That is, on the light plan, you only receive dollars. That is for building the structure. But on the PRO plan for $20, that is on the PRO plan for $20, in addition to the dollars you receive here from the marketing, you will also receive percentages. So let's say someone joins, right? As we discussed with you. Let's say someone joins, for example, on the 7th level. Yes, on the 7th level. You didn't invite them, and you may or may not know who they are. But let's say they lost $1,000 in the casino. You will receive $150. $150 will be credited to your balance. Someone goes and places a bet today on their favorite team, but it doesn't win, right? So the commission is distributed across 7 levels. In addition to the dollars, the commission is spread over 7 levels. And also a percentage from the use of our ecosystem is distributed across 7 levels as well. And where we are right now, this is the starting point, 0. This is where we begin. I said, give us a year now, and you will simply, well, in the best sense of the word, be blown away. I almost wanted to swear, but you will be amazed at where we will be by the end of this year within our ecosystem and how many products will be there. Essentially, we are building such an entertainment ecosystem, and there will be a lot of products, a whole lot of products. You see, so next year, yes, in the following year, in 2020, there will be even more products. This means that you will be earning even more commissions, that is, from the structure. There will be additional sources of income as well. The most important thing you need to understand is that the work you do once turns into passive residual income, meaning your entire structure. This structure, which goes 7 levels deep, will always be transferred to any new tool within Win2 Partners. It will always be transferred to any new tool within Win2 Partners. This is what you need to understand.